essence of trading is profitability. That is the whole essence of trading, is to be profitable. So if you are trading Forex and you're not profitable, then there is an issue to fix. That is why on this video, we're going to be teaching you how to trade profitably. Okay? Everything in this channel will be about making you profitable. So if you're not yet a subscriber, I will encourage you to subscribe to this channel, because we will be sharing a continuous series of videos that will make you profitable. So our today's topic will be on support and resistance. We're going to understand the deep aspect, the deep mysteries in support and resistance. How do we trade support and resistance profitably? That's what this video will be about today. So subscribe. If you're a new member, you're welcome. If you're new, you're welcome. Subscribe, all of the notification bell, share this video so that more people will be enlightened on this particular topic. So what really is support and resistance? Why must we trade it? And why is it effective that we know how to trade support and resistance? Everything in Forex is controlled by supply and demand. Okay, the buyers and the sellers. Everything is going on revolving around the buyers and the sellers. And it is important that we understand how they behave around certain key areas. You understand? Just as in nature, there are forces of gravity and the forces of magnetism. There's also the forces of the market, forces that pull price in whatever direction price is going. Okay, price is going up or an uptrend. There's a force behind it. Price is coming down in a downtrend. There is a force behind it, and it's our job as traders to be able to analyze the market and then make conclusive decisions on what direction price will be heading next. So let's take a look at this specific chart right now, and let's mark the support and resistance zone. So support and resistance zone are zones of interest. They are zones of buying and selling. They are zones. So before we discuss on the mysteries and how we can trade support and resistance profitably, let's know what support and resistance are. Support and resistance are price level where price tends to react and reverses direction. Let's talk about support specifically. Supports are price area. There are price zones where price tends to, when price hits that level, price reverses. That the chart, for instance, this area here is support. Support is a price level, a zone where once when a candle or price comes to that level, the market hits and it changes direction. That is a support zone. But for resistance, a price level that where price is going up, when price hits that zone or level, price tends to react by reversing direction. This level up here is a resistance. So in the short term, support is like the ground for price. So when price comes to that area, for instance, when price comes, so this is the resistance zone. Okay, then price move from here hits this resistance and then hits this support and then move up. This is already a good explanation of support and resistance. There's not too much talk. So when price comes to that level, it hits and reverses. That becomes a valid area of support or resistance. You understand? There are so many of them. Okay, you can keep scrolling and scrolling to see them here. This is a resistance zone. This is a support zone. You can keep going on and on. Everywhere. Okay, because they determine the movement. It determines the bulk movement of candles. Understand? It determines the direction where it's just like an area of bounce, an area that price bounces when price goes to a level, and that can be a place of interest when it comes to making your analysis for either buy or sell. No, and support and resistance zones are good areas to buy and sell. You understand? If one can be profitable, if one truly knows how to trade these areas. Okay, if you know how to trade this area profitably, you can be making so much money from Forex. Not all support and resistance are valid. Some support and resistance are weak, some are strong. Okay, you have to understand. And then I want you to notice that support and resistance are not straight lines, they are zones. So for instance, if I was thinking as well as a straight line and I drew a line like this, okay, I will miss this move here. This one is here because I was thinking support and resistance is a straight line. But because it is not a straight line, it's a zone. So whenever I am looking at my charts, I'm expecting support the price to react around that area, around this area here, around this area here. This area are valid areas of sports, valid areas of support. Okay. Okay. You don't see support as a straight line like this. It's a zone. It's a zone. This whole here is it's supports. You understand? And then this whole place here is resistance. You understand? So you don't see support as just a straight line. You see it as a zone. And that will enable you get entries and not miss entries. You understand? So how do you trade support and resistance profitably? First of all, I told you that the resistance and support on can be weak or strong. And the best place to find strong resistance and support zones are higher time frames. Okay. So if you want to find a very strong support or resistance, you need to go to higher time frames. Higher time frames from H1, H4, D1. Those are strong resistance and support. You will tend to get good entries if you spot price coming to a particular zone. So now let us give an example of how we would have caught or how would have traded a particular support or resistance zone. So let me give you an example, a live example. Now let's take a look at this example. Okay, price has reached this support zone here. Okay, price just hits that support zone, and we have marked it as a support area. Okay, now the next thing to do is to wait for price to get back to this zone. Okay, now once price get back, because we are in a higher time frame, we trust this zone more. So because I told before that support and resistance can be either strong or a weak zone. So since we are dealing with a higher time frame, we expect these supports to be very strong. It means that when price comes to this same zone, we are expecting a reversal. You understand? That's what we're expecting. So now, what would we will wait? So let's see when price costs get to that zone. Let's see what we will now wait. Okay. Let's see. We are waiting for price to get back to this zone so that we can. Now price is approaching this zone. You can see that price is approaching the zone. So we'll be ready to buy once price gets to this zone here. We're ready to buy. So once the price gets to that zone, we will be ready to buy. Okay. Let's see how this plays out. Once price gets to this zone where this arrow is, we'll be ready to buy. So let's see how this plays out. Now price hits the zone and did what? Retraced back. So if we had once price had hit the zone and we had bought, we would have cashed all this pullback and even made more money. Watch, you see, would have made so much money. You can see how price is just moving up. Okay, so this is one of the ways to trade. One way is to trade resistance and support. Your stop loss should go below the zone. Your stop loss should go below the zone. Should go below the support. You understand? That's where your stop loss should go. So I'll give you an example. So your stop loss go below the zone. Once price hits it, give a rejection candle a reversal candle or rejection candle on a lower time frame. You enter for a buy because there have to be a rejection signal on a lower time frame. Let's say for instance H1, there have to be a rejection candle. When you see a reversal candle on a H1, which can be a blue reversal candle, then you go in with full force to catch all the moves. So let me give you another example. Of how we would have traded support and resistance. One thing I want you to not forget is that price has affinity for zones, for demand. So price will always come to the areas of key interest. And those areas are the demand and supply. So those areas are the support and resistance zone. Because price will always come there. So when you see a valid zone, the first thing is to always remember that price will always come back to that zone, collect orders, and then go its direction. So once we identify a zone, in this case, we have identified a strong support and resistance zone. So the first thing we need to do is to mark it. Now we mark the zone. We've marked the zone. Now, one secret I want to let you know is that if a particular zone is tested multiple times, that zone becomes weaker, and eventually that zone gets broken. So a zone that is tested fresh tend to have more potency for reversal. Okay, you can see that the first time this zone was hit, was hit, it reversed. Okay, it reversed. Understand? So we should also expect this zone to be valid for the third time. Okay, you can see that price has hit this zone. This is the third touch. Okay, this is the first. There's the second. This is the first. The first. So the second. The second. And now we're having the third. Having it third here. So I use the fractals. Another thing I used to take note of zone is the fractals indicator. Though I enjoy using the fractals because the fractals, they give me key zones, they give me key reversals. So I use them, they help me easily identify key areas in the forex market. So when you can see the green dot at the top of those are fractals. They will tell you easily when a market is reacting to a particular when price is reacting to a particular zone. So I can enter at this third leg, or I can enter at the fourth touch. So you can enter at the second, you can enter at the third, or you can enter at the fourth. But let's see how this plays out. Okay, price went down. Okay, price has hit that zone, and now you see it is a tracing bar. Are you seeing it? So the fourth touch was is valid. If you entered from the third, you'd have still made profit. If you entered from the fourth, you'd have also made profit. You can see how low it dropped. Understand? Price drops very low. Support and resistance are very good in terms of making profits from them. But first of all, you must get your support and resistance from a higher time frame. That is where you should mark your support and resistance zone from a higher time frame, not from a lower time frame, from a higher time frame. Higher time frames have more accuracy in terms of support and resistance zone. So this is how to trade profitably. This is how to trade support and resistance. Okay. For now, this is enough to get you trading profitably in the forex industry. So if you're not yet subscribed to this channel and be getting more and more interesting tips that will better your trading career. So stay tuned, stay blessed. Thank you.